like I've been having the problem, how do I get this watch time as long as I can? And I found that open loops was one of the key, like it's probably one of the key components of a good video.
All right, we are recording. Today I have on AndyHafell. You can find him at his YouTube channel, AndyHafell, as well as his website, AndyHafell.com. He is an internet marketing expert that helps people get started with their first businesses. So whether you're a student looking to start getting out of college, making money online, or you're someone who wants to leave your job, start your first online business, he has a number of different types of business models that he teaches. He has both free and paid courses for his students. So Andy, thank you for coming on today to talk to me.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Saw that you go over a lot of different topics, mostly around internet marketing and different types of business models online. So one of the things I wanted to ask is, how did you get into online marketing? How did you start your first business? What was that? And what are you doing now?
Ooh, it's a long story, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Yeah, it's a big question for sure. Yeah. Well, we were just talking a little bit before this started recording, but I actually went to the army for 1 year in Norway, and I was a king's guard, basically standing in front of the castle. Nice. 8 hours each day. And it was so damn boring. So I have saved up every single penny I could get from the army, and I just saved it while all the other people were out in the town buying new clothes with the money. I saved it, and I actually traveled and backpacked 4 months in Southeast Asia. So nice. I went to Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, a ton of different countries, and it was so amazing. It was the best time of my life. We were partying every single day, just having fun, basically. I learned to surf in Bali. I learned to, I drove my motorcycle in Vietnam. If you watched the Top Gear episode where they bought their own motorcycle and drove all the way up. So fun.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But then I got back. I got back to the boring old routine. I got back to the... Well, I guess the day-to-day routine life, living as I don't like saying it, but living this slave prison life of having to wake up. You wake up with an alarm clock, just slumping out of bed and getting to a job. And I really, really hated my job. I really hated my job so much. I went as a pizza delivery boy and also a waiter.
Oh, man.
So I was in that job. Yeah, it's so tough, right? And I was doing that for a little bit, and my boss was just horrible. My boss was really, really horrible. I remember, like, it was really cool at first. Like, the 2 first months, he was a really, really cool guy, and like everyone liked him, but as a person, but not as the boss. He couldn't really be a good boss. He was just like, you get this feeling when you go into the work, like you're like, oh, I really hope he's not here today. I really hope he's not going to scream at me or anything like that. Yeah, it's horrible. So I thought, like, and on top of that, I really didn't like working like most people. So I sat down and I started doing survey sites, and I started doing like these menial tasks where you really can't make that much money. But I started doing it, and that led me to trying a ton of different things. I started in Kindle publishing, basically publishing books on Amazon. I did, I think after that, I went into blogging, where I tried doing a travel blog, and it has like 140 posts or 160 posts.
Wow. That's a lot.
In the travel niche. But I really just went out there and just tried making content, but it didn't really make that much money. I grew my Twitter account to like 90,000 followers.
That's pretty good too.
And yeah, it's good. But it still didn't make any money, right? And I thought the next step was actually going into YouTube. And I kind of reposted the articles from my travel website to YouTube with some new cool pictures and videos, and named it like a top 10 travel channel, like top 10 castles in the world, top 10 best things to do in New York City, and stuff like that. And I saw I got a ton of views. A lot of people went into my videos, and I saw so much growth, and it was so amazing. I thought, like, yeah, this is the way I'm finally getting to be financially free and I can do this all the time because it's so easy.
Yeah.
But then I found out that you don't really make that much money on AdSense. You don't really make
none.
I can tell you, I think I looked at this yesterday. I think I got, what was it, 15,000 views. And from 15,000 views, I got 200. No, the worst one is one of my most viewed videos has about 350,000 views. 350,000. Okay. A lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I got $80 from all that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
It's a few hours of work. Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought, like, that's not worth it. If I get 350,000 views for a video, it's not worth it. I need to find something else. But then I thought, you know what? I've been trying so many different ways on making money online. I've been trying so many different things and strategies and all that. Let me just go into making YouTube videos about things I've learned trying to make money online and different methods that I found along the way. And that's how I started AndyHafell, my personal brand, and my YouTube channel. And from there, I just started publishing videos about finding long tail keywords, blog posting, ranking higher on Google, affiliate marketing videos, and all kinds of different ways to make money online as well. And in the beginning was really, really slow, but then I got this amazing big growth, and it has been just growing and growing and growing. And monetizing that was so much easier and so much better than the travel channel. And now we're here talking. Yeah,
no, it sounds like it's a lot better. And yeah, I mean, your videos are like super, super high quality too. I love all the thumbnails. So what do you, what's the main thing then you teach? We talked a little bit about how you have most of your content's free, but you have a couple paid courses. I think there's 2 or 3. What's the main, what would you say is the most, the business model your students have had the most success with that you teach? What types of businesses?
Well, it truly depends on what goals you have, right? Because there are certain people that come to my videos and want a side job. There are kind of people like that, but there's also people that want to make a full-time living and quit their 9-to-5 job, or stop going to college and go the independent route, I guess. I think the best course that my students has had a lot of success with is actually people that already had an audience and then implemented email marketing into that strategy and started selling affiliate products. Because a lot of people have audiences and they don't monetize it correctly. So that's what I teach. I have 3 different courses that I sell right now. I'm getting into the 4th tomorrow, which is going to be awesome.
Oh, nice.
But it's basically all about affiliate marketing and growing an audience. If you have an audience, and this is what I always tell all my students, grow an audience and sell them products to solve their problems. If you can do these 2 things, you can become financially independent.
Yeah, no, you definitely can. I feel like the growing the audience though is tough for a lot of people, but it seems like out of all the skills you have, that's the one you've been at the longest. So what have you learned about growing an audience? Like, I know one of your main products is on how to grow a YouTube channel. Can you give us a preview of anything that you teach in that? What some of the main strategies people need to be using are in order to grow that audience?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people go into passion projects, which I'm not really a big fan of. You can definitely create a business around your passion, but what has happened to a lot of different people is that passion becomes a job and it doesn't become your passion anymore. So I always focus on the 3 big niches that you can get into. That's health, wealth, and relationships. If you have any interest in these 3, you can probably make a business around it. It's like health, you have a workout, you have how to make a 6-pack app, or how to get 6-pack, how to lose weight, how to grow bigger muscles. And those are all different niches that you can get into. And there are tons of affiliate products that you can sell, right? The second one is wealth, which is investing, real estate investing. cryptocurrencies, which has been a huge boom this last January.
Yeah.
And a couple of different things, but around wealth. Relationships is a different one, where there are a lot of self-help. There are other things like that. How to get laid is obviously a huge niche.
Yeah, a lot of money to be made there. Yeah.
A lot of money. And those that do it well does it very, very, very well. But trying to get into one of these three. So you got to ask yourself, which of these three am I most interested in? And then niching it down. And if you niche it down, you can build an audience about exactly how to lose weight. If you make a ton of videos, I highly suggest YouTube. There's also other ways with Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I've seen some people. I don't have any students going into Pinterest, but other people. But growing an audience around those subjects and really finding people's problems and people's pain points and what keeps them up at night, and making videos around that, because it's going to resonate a lot with them, and it's going to make them instantly say, wow, I really like this guy. He really knows what he's talking about, because I have the same problems myself. And that's the way you grow an audience. And those people will stick around. Even if you like if you take a pain point every single day, and every single day it says in their mind, like, whoa, these are the pain points I'm having. This guy's amazing. Let me give him money.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That totally makes sense. So in all your courses, you try to get your students to figure out in one of these big three niches, like health, wealth, relationships, what their specialty in one of those can be.
Yeah. Basically. It kind of, you gotta have, because especially when it comes to YouTube, you gotta have not a passion, but you have to have an interest to becoming better in that specific subject, or an interest in, basically.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we were talking about this a little bit before on your business model. You mentioned that you're really specific on, in the make money online niche, the people that are trying to do something that is low cost. They don't need a ton of startup costs, and they can start it, pretty quickly. Definitely a solid niche to be in. Why did you settle on that? Was it just because that was who you were before you became successful online? Was the person looking for something that's a low startup cost, easy to get into, or why did you settle on that niche for yourself?
For me, like, since I went into all these different things, I really wanted to go into making money online and growing a niche, since that was one of the three pillars, right? And I learned this a long time ago, that going into wealth and selling affiliate products in wealth was a good idea. But it has grown into kind of my why, and my mission has always been to help people get out of their situation and help people quit their 9-to-5 job and be financially free online. Whenever, wherever, or if this is Facebook, or if this is Amazon FBA, Shopify, Kindle publishing, or Instagram, or whatever, I don't really care, as long as people really strive and become independent online. That's my goal, and that's my mission with my entire YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. The quit your 9-to-5 niche. That's really specific group looking to just get out of whatever they're doing. So I think that's a good one. So with your own personal brand now, AndyHafell, where do you see that going? Do you have any specific plans for next products you want to do? I know you mentioned a fourth one, or where you want to take your business the overall strategy for your business going forward.
Ooh, I've been thinking a lot about this question lately, because I've been chasing the high of getting a ton of YouTube views, and I found that the most views that I get is actually showing people ways to make money online, or rather reviewing different websites where they can make money online. So there are tons of different websites that say that you can make $100 per day or something like that, just ticking some boxes and stuff like that. And I go in and I see, hey, today we're going to review this video or review this make money online method. We're going to see if it's a scam. We're going to see if it's a good one. And that's what I do, and that's what I get the most money out of. However, I felt like I was doubting my mission, and I felt like since from whenever I started the YouTube channel, my mission has always been to get people out from a 9-to-5 job to living the life online. And I felt like making those videos didn't really help them that much. I wanted to get them more into affiliate marketing, because I see that that is mostly, and growing an audience, obviously. But that was the basically the easiest way that I found to make money online. And also the cheapest, because if you do Facebook, or if you do Amazon FBA or Shopify e-commerce, you got to have a lot of skills in marketing and in sales, and also you got to spend a lot of money to make those products profitable, because there's a lot of different testing. So basically you got to maybe have like $3,000. I know you have some expertise in this yourself, but you got to have a lot of
you have to have a lot of, there's a lot more coordination for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So really, I'm just trying to get people to see affiliate marketing, see email marketing, and start implementing it and start using it to become financially free. That's where I see getting the channel and getting myself to in the future.
Okay, that makes sense. So a big thing that you're teaching people then is, in your courses, you're not necessarily teaching people to be running ads to all these affiliate offers, but you're teaching people to build an audience with their content, and then use affiliate marketing in their emails and things like email marketing and selling an affiliate offer through an audience that they already have built. Just to be clear, like, you're saying that is a better way in your opinion, right?
Well, it obviously depends. I've seen a lot of people go from 0 to hero within like 30 days, or like they've been running like, I think 17 ads, and being able to grow to 6 figures per year within like 30 days or 60 days. And it's amazing. Like, you can do a lot of different things with Facebook ads or Bing ads or AdWords or stuff like that. But I haven't done that, and I did a little bit of Bing ads before, but it's something I'm not an expert at. It's something I'm going to become better at in the future. But at the moment, I'm just growing so fast on YouTube and trying to build my funnels and build my strategies around that to help even more people. Yeah. But it's a good strategy doing Facebook ads or any type of ads to send to an affiliate offer as well, and doing email marketing.
Yeah, no, that's great, because then people, I know when I do I'll probably do a write up on some of your courses that it's more for on the organic traffic side versus, there are people that promote only products where it's paid advertising based. So that's cool that you have some offerings for people just trying to build an audience. So we talked about your types of products. Can you talk at all about the fourth one that you're building? You mentioned you just started it, or you're going to start it tomorrow. What type of course or product is this fourth product you're working on?
Well, I actually don't want to say too much, but because I'm not really 100% sure about how I'm going to do it, but it's basically sending traffic, because it's a better product. Basically, I did a ton of market research from my audience, surveying my audience, and also looking at other audiences that have similar audiences like me. And I found that this product was helping a ton of people more than the product that I'm already doing. So I'm kind of changing it over to that. Yeah, that's all I can say, basically.
We'll have to keep our eyes out for that one. That'll be, I'm intrigued now. Cool. Okay. So, I'm sure you've learned a lot through this journey of trying to start different businesses online, now having some success with YouTube. out of everything you've done, what would you say if someone is starting from scratch and they want to start their first business online? What's the number one skill you would tell them that they need to get? You can pick one or two, but what are the top couple skills people need to develop quickly to make it online?
Well, I it's funny that you asked because I made a video yesterday talking about the 7 signs you'll become successful, where we took some of the signs that actual successful people do, and the skills, and not even the skills, the mindsets and the mentality people have to have in order to become successful. Because
Mm-hmm.
um, there's so many things in your life that you're doing wrong, that you don't necessarily know that you're doing wrong. But I there's so many things to pick from. If we're going with one, I think it's going to be the cliche, like never give up. Know your
Yeah.
why,
Mm-hmm.
and know who your customer, or know who you're serving. Know what kind of problems your audience has, because market research is always going to be the core foundational principle that you have to have, to be able to serve your audience. So I think never stop trying, and always focusing on market research, and focusing on the problems and the pains and what people are struggling with in their daily life, that you can actually solve them with, or solve their problems.
Yeah. Yeah. What you can actually help people with. So understanding your audience, and then of course never giving up. Those are awesome. No, I mean, understand your
Yeah,
why
yeah.
comes up so much. I've heard so many people now, they're like, that's the number one thing. Understand your why. Um,
Yeah, yeah, but it's hard though. It's hard. Like you say, or whenever I see people say, start with your why, and I'm like, I just want to make money, dude. I just want to make money. Can I get money right now? And it's like,
yeah.
yeah, if that's your why, that's cool, but it's not
Yeah.
gonna, when there's a rainy day outside and you don't want to do, when you don't want to do a blog post, when you don't want to do a YouTube video, it's not gonna
Mhm.
say like, oh, I'm gonna make money, but it's not gonna help you grow, or it's not going to help you get out of bed and actually make that piece of content. So
Yeah.
finding your
Yeah.
why is good, but it's such a bullshit kind of tip, but it's actually so good.
Yeah. It sounds cliche, but everyone has like told me it's like very important actually. It is funny that way. Um, so you talked about the review videos. I think that's really interesting. So are you telling people, which you said you go on websites and tell people, hey, is this a real deal? Is this course good? Is it bad? Do you actually go and review some of these courses, or show people blurred out screenshots of a course, or are you just going on the website where it's offered and telling people, this is what I think of it?
Well, the review websites is kind of, I love doing this because I can get so much comedy into them. Yesterday I did,
I gotta see
I
these.
don't
That's
even
awesome.
know.
I didn't
I
see
don't
that one.
even know.
It's
I
awesome.
did a website that's called Click Worker. That was anywhere in the world you can do this for free. You don't have to pay anything to sign up, but it's basically clickworker.com, right? And it's a survey sites. It's a survey site, and basically I just go and sign up and see what they're all about. And I've done this with several different sites. There's user testing I've done, which is basically testing websites for other people. So basically, if Facebook says, or if you have an online store and you want people to actually go through the store, and you have some missions for them, and you talk openly when you do those missions so they can get some customer feedback. That's a site that I've
Mhm.
done, and I've done like maybe like 100 of these, because they
Yeah.
get so many views, right? So
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check these out because that's such a great content strategy, because it's like, actually it seems like it'd be fun, just the production, making it, the production process, and then people obviously get a lot of value out of it. So
yeah, yeah.
that's pretty cool. Any other content that you've used for your audience that you have were surprised that it did so well?
It's kind of like I do those videos, and it just, people, because it has such a beautiful content structure. I always look at, because I'm so picky when it comes to actually the way that I structure my videos, because you have to structure it like a story, because on YouTube watch time is the king. So if you get someone to watch all the way to the end, you get YouTube algorithm picks it up and they want to promote it to more people. And that's what I do. And because of these videos being so easily story based and easily open looped, or open loop theory, where you actually like kind of there's so much there's so much knowledge about this.
A story. Yeah,
a story, and then you have like for example, when you have Lost or Prison Break or anything like that, you always have the open loop, the what is it called, at the end of cliffhanger. That's the thing. You have to basically have cliffhangers all throughout your video because you want them to watch to the end. So so telling a story that's 8 minutes long doesn't really have to have that many open loops. You just have to have one open loops with a cliffhanger, like you have in the beginning of your interviews, that kind of hooks them, and then you go all the way through the end. And it's and that's why it works so well. The other ones is like five steps. Because people love incremental stuff. Top 10 videos are also like that. Incremental videos does very well. But yeah, no, like those are the videos that I've almost just made those videos about reviewing websites.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to check out more, because that's such a cool strategy. You mentioned the open loops thing though. It sounds like you've done some reading on this, or maybe you pulled it out of a book, marketing or something. Where did you first hear that concept, and why is that important? And do you have any resources you'd recommend for learning more about developing those kind of stories?
Well, this is something that you can't learn from one book. It's like you have to continually read and continually adapt. And I think that actually acting on what you learn from the start is one of the best things that you can do, because you can read as much as you want about kicking a soccer ball, but you'll never get good until you kick that soccer ball. So I've been always just thinking about, like, I've been having the problem, how do I get this watch time as long as I can? And I found that open loops was one of the key, like, it's probably one of the key components of a good video. If not, there's like pattern interrupts are one other that are really good. Incremental is something that's good, like step by step, for example. But I don't know, man. Like, the best course that I saw about storytelling was actually from Pixar. If you go on YouTube right now and you teach or you search for Pixar storytelling, you'll find one of the most amazing tutorials on how you can grow your character, the story base, finding problems your characters has to go through before they find the big epiphany, and it's just amazing. So I guess
awesome. I'll definitely look it up. Pixar storytelling.
Yeah. I guess that doesn't answer your open loops question, but I hope it helps.
No, that does. I mean, I could tell by the way you're talking about it, you put some thought into this. It's been something that's been on your mind for a while. Just by the way you're talking about how you incorporated it into your YouTube videos and tried so many different things. So that Pixar one is a great start. I mean, I'll link that in the notes for sure, because it sounds good. If it's about, developing the character and developing the story and working to the epiphany, it's like those are all important for selling an idea or keeping people on your page.
Yeah, and I've been actually reading like tons of books on storytelling and developers developing character and developing your own space, like developing your own niche down. You have to differentiate yourself, right? And differentiate yourself. And I think I read like 3 books on storytelling, and I don't think I've got, like, those took me maybe 3-4 days, 5 days to read in total. But the Pixar storytelling is maybe like 1 hour. Just go and look at it, and it's so much more powerful. It's so much more helpful because you can relate to those stories that like Nemo or or The Incredibles, the superheroes, and all those stories, and you kind of get the idea of how a good story, the best storytellers in the world, right, tell stories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. It is. They really do to incorporate the storytelling structure into all their work. It is interesting. I'm gonna definitely check that one out. Let's see, man, we're already like almost 50 minutes. So what do you, I'll probably cut it pretty soon. We can chat after, but I wanna just get, if you have any advice for people, since this is kind of, you've been working with these people for a long time, what advice would you give for people that are just getting started? It can be, things they should focus on. It can be resources, books, blogs, and video courses they should look at, whatever. For someone that wants to start their first online business, wants to quit their 9 to 5, like what's your main couple of things they should do?
If you if you One of the absolute biggest struggles that people have when starting is having information overload. So they look at 5 different things, 5 different strategies, and they say, "Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this," or all these different things. And the most valuable lesson that you probably won't follow, but you should definitely do it, is just stick with one method, stick with one strategy, get a very, very high quality course about that subject. If it's affiliate marketing, if it's Shopify, or if it's Amazon FBA or Kindle publishing, get one course and stick to that one course. Because if you go into one thing and then you're halfway through, and or if you've been doing it for 2 months and you say to yourself, "Oh no, this is not going to work," and then you go into the next thing and then you do that for 2 months. This happens so many times. I can't believe like how many of my students have actually been going through like maybe like 1 or 2 years. I actually had one guy message me that had like 4 years of trying so many different things. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
absolutely amazing to me. I said, "What the hell have you been doing?" "No, I've been doing this
Yeah.
and this and this and this and this." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Just follow one strategy and do that very, very well. And if you do
Yeah.
that, you're going to go ahead and just be successful. That's my one. Just follow one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah, that's crazy. That is hard though. There are so many people, pushing different types of courses, different business opportunities, business models. And it's, I do think that's a huge challenge for people. It's just because they're constantly getting promoted all these different opportunities.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I usually like to tell people it's more about like developing the skills like you should be seeking out skills, not opportunities. But
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, like if you follow one strategy, you're going to find that you have 20, 30, 40 different problems. And those problems comes in skills that you have to learn.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
the number one skill that you have to learn is sales and marketing,
yeah,
copywriting. Because if you can't do that, you're not gonna sell it. Like you cannot sell anything online without knowing how to sell. It's
yeah,
pretty simple. But a lot of different like storytelling, like open loop theory, like human psychology. It's all valuable stuff.
yeah, yeah. No, I think it's the fun part. All the problems you have are like these opportunities to dive into another topic, like you said, like copywriting,
Yeah.
psychology, all the different things you use in marketing. It's fun. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. We can chat after. But Andy, thank you for coming
Yeah.
on and telling people how they can get started with their first online business. I really appreciate you giving people some of your advice.
Yeah, no, it has been a pleasure, man. It was so fun. And by the way, for all the people watching, if you stayed to the end, give this video a like and go over to Ian, send him an email and said, "Oh my God, Andy, it's the best. It's the best interview I've ever seen in my life."
Yes. No, we're gonna have to do a part 2 about storytelling. We got to do a part 2 like storytelling deep dive, I think.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.